ICE agents running around being like, "Where are you from, my friend? You are not American." And then the other guy goes, "Why do you say that?" And he goes, because of your accent." It's like, bitch, what the f do you mean because of your accent? What about your accent?
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
Federal deployment to Minneapolis is already is steady state and expected to continue as planned per Border Patrol memo leaked to me. Don't fall for the hype. Bovino was reassigned, and that's significant, but the broader mission is far from over. I just think that if they were going to continue doing the force projection and the posture, they would have kept Bovino in charge, and they would have said, like, no, f off. So I think, like, scaling back and taking a Bovino off the commander position in this operation implies that they're going to try something different. And I suspect it's more nefarious, okay? I suspect it is more nefarious. What do I mean by this? I think they got assurances from Tim Waltz and assurance from Jacob Fry and everybody else that they would not impede in the investigations that Customs and Border Patrol will conduct and deportations that Customs and Border Patrol will continue doing, and that the operations will, but it won't have the same level of force projection. It won't have the same posture. And as long as cops get out of the way and actually allow the deportations to continue, and even when local citizens, ordinary Minnesotans, are actually responding to them in the way that they have been, cops will come in and take care of them rather than the ICE. Or step out of the way and allow ICE agents to have their idiotic kidnapping schemes to continue. They won't be as aggressive on the regular population. Here's what ICE is up to in Northeast Minneapolis today. Absolutely heartbreaking.
What are you doing? Don't you have any humanity? Leave us alone! Hey! I was in jail! We'll get him! Are you okay?
Señora, ¿cómo se llama? Jenny? Jenny? ¿Conocía al señor que corrió?
Sí, es mi
primo.
Segundo.
¿Segundo? ¿Y su apellido? Segundo.
What happens when they finally spin this shit down? Do all these hogs just keep their guns and go home? This is some dark shit. I don't want to say what I think should happen to them, but they are cattle, okay? The ugliest thing about the Trump 2 era is the number of people just proudly declaring themselves to be sociopaths who just want to see other people hurt. Oh my God, you wanted the old white women to be aggressively shoved in the ground? Yes, I did.
Oh, get up.
They are just going to change their tactics and get more support from local law enforcement. This brief little snapshot into the collective psychosis that we're watching unfold. Here it is.
First of all, when these people come out and go, Tim's a bootlicker for defending us, I'm like, no, you misunderstand. It's my boots. It's mine. I voted for them. I'm wearing the boot. I'm stomping on the ground. I ain't licking anybody. I'm clapping for these people that I said, please go out and enforce the law. And anybody else who's cheering for it, who voted for it too, we're all wearing the boots. You're the one crying. You're the one saying, you're coming. First of all.
So that's basically it. This mindset is genuinely pathetic. It's an alpha fantasy, watching the state violence and imagining you're exercising power rather than the one submitting to it. In no reality is a lawless state you. It is not accountable to you. It is coercive by nature and indiscriminate in its application. The moment Tim Pool stops being useful, if he becomes a critic instead of a sycophant, decides an abuse has gone too far, or is simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, that same boot ends up on his neck. It's a power fantasy for weak men. They cosplay as rulers while applying their own subjugation. Now, while Mr. Project Liberal here is an annoying in other instances, he is right here. He is right. This mindset is exactly what guides losers towards fascism. Same weakness that dupes MAGA into believing that U.S. force projections in Venezuela or Yemen actually make them feel powerful. Real power comes from being able to make changes that improve your material conditions. Breaking: 3 protesters have just been arrested by police after an unlawful assembly was declared. One of the protesters appeared to have suffered an injury during her arrest and can be seen bleeding from her nose. This isn't ICE. This is local police, local law enforcement using local weapons, LRADs and like that, even though it was outside of the Minneapolis Police Department's jurisdiction, it still should not be happening at all. This is Maple Grove Police Department, but I think there was also state police there as well.
What is going on? Not right. Go! Let her go! Sir, who are you serving? Who are you? What are y'all doing? I'm an American citizen. I am not. What the f y'all doing? Nobody's.
Yeah, and the Department of Homeland Security pigs that were up top in that hotel where the demonstrations were taking place were drinking beers and enjoying the show. If you want to understand where we're at with Tim Walz, Jacob Fry, whoever the Maple Grove mayor is, they absolutely were siding with the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, so on the one hand, I think that this level of resistance has made it more costly for the administration and has made them recalculate their response. And I still suspect they will inevitably pull out and go somewhere else and try it again with a more pliant public. But there is at least still evidence to prove that all Trump might have gotten in this conversation that he had with Tim Walz is assurances that the local law enforcement and state law enforcement will actually side with the Department of Homeland Security and will not actually side with the population.
Yes, brother.
What?
You know, I will tell you this. You raise your boys, I raise your boys.
Come on, dude. Really? I mean, this is like, it's like a joke at this point. This is why I said you got the most like Hispanic ICE agents. Like these guys can't even do white supremacy right, man. What the is going on? That's why it's like ICE agents running around being like, ICE agents running around being like, where are you from, my friend? You are not American. And then the other guy goes, why do you say that? And he goes, because of your accent. It's like, bitch, what the do you mean because of your accent? What about your accent?
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. The Piker Broadcasting Service is where you get tomorrow's news today.
Whether you like it or not.